cycle, I guess. Not sure what's going on with trains. Should be fine. Yeah, trains do break occasionally, and then there are disruptions on all the way. You see, the problem is not just getting on the train, it's also once you got on the train, which is disrupted, it will stop somewhere and just stay there for like an hour. Maybe not an hour, maybe like 20 minutes or something. Anyway, this is why alternative ways of transportation are very important in London, because when you're cycling you can more or less predict how much time it will get you to get from point A to point B. When you're traveling on a disrupted public transport, it's impossible to say when you're going to get to your destination. As they were telling people that the disruption is mostly going away soon. I like public transportation in London, especially since you can't really have cars in here.
It's been reviewed twice.
Okay.
But do you like my GIF?
Oh, right, sorry. Hang on, GIF appreciation. Yes, I love that GIF.
Share the comment now to remove it, but Louis said I can keep it.
So, whose pull request should it be a part of?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really
Both of them,
matter.
whichever one gets in first.
It does taste weird, but it tastes a little bit like grass. And it's like a box of Planet Organic energized coconuts, barley grass, and hemp. Hemp, most importantly. Yeah, it's I guess if you're really hungry, it's really good. Behind this advertisement there is a quite impressive street art work, now nicely covered by the advertisement. Oh well, story of East London. You can still see a little bit of it over there. Stanisla is back from Estonia, and not only she brought me lots of Estonian best in the world woolen socks and Estonian chocolate, but also a film camera. Let's find out what this camera is. This is Exa Ia. Exa Ia. Exa stands for Exacta, which might be more known brand of German cameras. This camera is made in Eastern Germany around 1960s, I believe. Need to check this though. I don't know much about this camera, but it does look fairly interesting. So a super quick preview, not the review, of the Exa Ia East German camera. Go! So this is a 35mm film camera with a shutter button located on the unusual side. Here it is. The unusual part is that this is actually not the actual shutter. The shutter button is like this is the shutter button, and this button closes the aperture and sort of presses the actual shutter after that. A few features of this camera are very unusual, which I haven't seen on any film camera at all. It's quite an interesting package, and definitely going to be amazing addition to our awesome collection of cameras. Yeah, so the actual review of the camera will be once I actually shot a film with this camera and developed it, and then we can see does it actually work, what does it do, what kind of pictures does it produce. But so far looks very interesting. This is a prism viewfinder. There is a mirror inside this camera. So this is a prism viewfinder with a glass. So this is detachable, which means you can have, and this is a mirror which you can enable, and then you can take a picture. Also, check out how the aperture is closed when I press the button. Let's take a picture. So this is sort of a consumer 35mm film camera, which has detachable lenses and detachable optional viewfinders. You can have an optional waist level viewfinder attached to this camera, which I have already looked up on eBay, and yes, they are available. Waist level viewfinders are the best after all. Stay tuned for a more comprehensive review of this camera. And chocolate. What do you mean by that?
Oh, there's just about a room. Just about enough room. You're small, you know.
I think he's upset. He looks upset. Like, what do you mean? I cannot have the whole chair. No, that's enough.
We were gonna share, Milo. We were gonna share.
He never shares.
No sharing.
It's all or nothing.